Hey everybody, Grayson from Poke Profit. Today is Wednesday. We're going to talk a little bit about the Sword and Shield era, but I also want to bring your attention to a couple SV era products that are moving back up in price. And I don't know if this is kind of just a short-term TCG player buyout situation or if it's an indication of what's to come in the coming months, I guess, let's say. But Sword and Shield era, really not too much to talk about this week. It was kind of disappointing. Sales volume was down. I don't really think there's anything to highlight with a lot of these sets. Sword and Shield Base, Rebel Clash, Darkness, Vivid, really nothing to say here. Even some of these alt art sets, Battle Styles, Chilling Rain, even Evolving Skies, sales volume was down. Like, I don't really want to talk about these this week, not because I'm depressed or anything. I just don't think there's really anything interesting to say other than the fact that sales volume is down for most of these. Now, there is one bright spot, I would say, in the Sword and Shield era, maybe two. First off, Brilliant Stars continues to creep up in price. It was up, I think, $1 week over week. The other one, though, and the larger one, Lost Origin, sitting around $730 now. This is a set that when I was looking at sales volume this week, it's the highest it's been in, I think, 10 weeks, 9 or 10 weeks, around 3 boxes per day, selling Buy It Now on eBay North America. The other thing, too, about Lost Origin that a lot of people aren't potentially paying attention to, a lot of the cards are actually moving up in price. So for example, the Aerodactyl V, that was a card that for the longest period of time was around $100, like 90 to 100. Then it jumped up into that 140-ish range. We're now pushing above $200 on the Aerodactyl. This is an all-time high on this card. The most recent sale from today, a little bit lower, but you also had sales $209.95 and $200 exactly. Outside of the Aerodactyl, the Pikachu cards, so the Pikachu V, that one's popping off up around 62% over the past 90 days. The VMAX as well, up around 30% in the same time period. You know, when Surging Sparks came out, we actually kind of saw a fairly similar thing where a lot of other Pikachu cards from different sets began to increase in price. I'm guessing that maybe with Ascended Heroes, the Forest Pikachu being a very, very hot topic as of late, you might have collectors looking at Pikachu cards from the Sword and Shield era, Sun and Moon era, and even the SV block, right? And trying to find some deals and pick up some potentially cheaper Pikachu cards that are in their budget. So I don't know if that's what's going on there. That would be my guess, though. Either way, you have the top 10 value in Lost Origin increasing over the past couple months, which probably is going to have some level of upward pressure on the booster box. Now, before we get into the SV era conversation, if you guys enjoy this type of content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. If you want to work with me this year, useful links as always in the description. And of course, TCG Quant guys, we're going to be launching in May. If you want to get on the wait list, we're going to have a deal for everyone who gets on that wait list early. You can click the link in the description. I'll probably put in the pinned comment as well. Super excited what we're building over there. We definitely have data that nobody else has. I'm confident in saying that. And I think it's going to be very useful for sealed investors, whether you're in Pokemon and also in One Piece. So thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. Getting back into it though, 151 booster bundles. These are up to around $200 now on TCG Player. 1 month chart, 196-ish. 3 month chart, it's a little bit lower. I think if you actually search this on TCG Player, it'll say 199 currently. So the price is kind of all over the place. And that really has to do with this buyout we've seen today, 58 booster bundles selling, which is a decent amount, right? There's been a couple other days this month where we've seen this level of sell-through. But if you come in here and look, recent sales, I mean, a lot of them are pushing $200 USD, even a couple above that, like this one here at 208.95. So decent amount of sales volume on 151 bundles today. And Prismatic, same deal. These are up to around $87 now USD on TCG Player. And today we've had 151 sell, which isn't as large as the buyout we saw on April 24th, about a week ago at this point, but 150 still selling in a day. That's a decent amount. And if you look at recent sales, we're getting very close to $100 USD, 98.95 most recent sale. Now, I will say it's TCG Player. I think that people, when they're doing this, and there's no discount or deal going on, right? But sales volume's increasing. I do think it's people trying to manipulate the price of the sealed product. Honestly, I think that if someone wanted these, you could just buy them from any store. Like, I think even up to yesterday, Double Infinity Gaming in the States had 70 or 80 of these in stock for like $75 USD. eBay, when we look at that data, tons and tons and tons below $85 still, probably even below like $80, right? So it's a little bit of that going on with TCG Player, but either way, it does have upward pressure on the sealed product. We can't deny that. People do look towards TCG Player, that market price, and change their listings on other platforms accordingly. So booster bundles from these top specialty sets continuing to move up. Also, if you go look at prismatic loose packs, they're over $13 now, $13.25 in that range for a loose pack of prismatic. Outside of these two sets, surging $255 currently on TCG Player. The interesting thing here, I checked this today before I started recording. Lowest listed currently is $263.50. Then we jump to 264, 265, right? So it's only a few boxes before we're at that 265 range. And this, I mean, surging was down to around $225 about a week ago, right? So this box has been all over the place on TCG Player. It makes sense. There's still a decent amount out there. I'm not trying to, push this video to people and say, hey, like surging's going to jump to $300 overnight. I don't believe that, but I do think that a lot of these restocks of vending machines and these listings that were at 220, 230, even $200, right? A lot of this stuff is starting to go away. The floor now, we're back to 245, 250 most listings. So keep an eye on surging. I really do think it is only a matter of time before this box makes a move up to $300, $325 and becomes more in line with where it probably should be, considering where the other SV Era booster boxes are. Now, there are a few more cards that I want to highlight to close out this video. The first being the Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. I said earlier in the video, Brilliant just continuing to move up in price, up around $1, at least the booster box was, over the past week. The Charizard V, I saw a recent sale in here, $370, but if you go down a little bit, $385 as well. A lot of sales in the $340 to $350 range. This card is up around 34% over the past 90 days. It's still not crazy valued. There are a lot of them out there, but I do think it's a good sign that a lot of these Sword and Shield era chases are moving up in price. I think you can throw the Lugia in here as well, and probably some of the other ones like the Gengar VMAX. The Mewtwo, this is from the 151 UPC, I believe. This is up to around $52 USD, up around 63.5% over the past 90 days. And recent sales, sure, you have some LPs and some moderate plays here in the 30s, but the most recent near mints, I mean, we are in that $50-ish range, so fairly close to current market value. The Stained Glass Birds, this is the Hidden Fates ETB promo, up around 71% over the past 90 days, $155 currently, and recent sales all day long in this range. You even have a couple pushing towards $165, $170. And two more here, the Lucario V-Star. Some of you guys have probably seen this. I'm sure someone made a video about it this week. I just noticed this though. We had a buyout on TCG Player. The card went from around $11.50 up to around $18, $20. Let's do the 1 month chart here. Yeah, peaked around 21. We're back down to around 16, but we'll probably find a new floor on this card. Consistent sales today, 16.58. A lot yesterday as well in the same range. And the final card on the list for this video, we do have the Zekrom. This is the Pokemon Center stamp version. This is the Ascended Heroes ETB promo, PCTB to be specific here. $103 currently. So over the past 3 months since release, just running straight up over 128%, almost 129%. Recent sales as well, actually pushing 140, 150. So much higher than what TCG Player is currently saying. Keep an eye on this card. But that's really all I wanted to get to in this video. Overall, Sword and Shield era booster boxes, similar to the SV era booster boxes. Sales volume was down. I think Lost Origin's kind of the bright star at this point for the Sword and Shield era. And then some SV era stuff, the Prismatic, the 151, ascended as well. I think those ETBs are back up on TCG players. So a lot of money still pumping into these hyper modern, very desirable S tier sets. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you're watching this on Wednesday, I will be live tomorrow with Brian from PokeNE. The live stream's already active on my page, so you can go to the live stream link and you can watch it or whatever and get ready for that live stream. Should be fun. Looking forward to talking to Brian again. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you're having a great week. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.